didn't get to clean this up on Wednesday, but Thiago was captain. Why did you name him captain, and how do you think he did?
Well, I think he did very well. He's been part of the leadership group. He's been one that's been part in there. No choking. I could have chosen maybe another 2 or 3 that were in my head that are being very good leaders. I just felt that it was special for Thiago. He had those skills on the field, on taking the weight of the game and always wanting the ball. And he's kind of a soccer leader on the field. So I felt it was the right decision, and he did very good. It was very good for him. He felt a bit more confident maybe, and I think the others respect him, which is very good.
Was it also, I don't know if he needed more motivation, but something maybe to motivate him just a little bit too?
A little bit of that. It was, of course, a little bit of that. I knew, captain there with Messi, all these things, like it was important for him. But the team comes first at the same time, so I felt like that was helping the team. So it was more for the team. We needed Thiago feeling positive, feeling with some positive vibes, and we know what he can bring when he's like that. He did an amazing job. But I have to say the others too, because the others, I talked to some of the others, like could have been captains, and they were okay with that. They were, no, coach, team comes first, that's it. Great mentality. I have a great group of leaders there, so everything fine.
Will he be captain on Sunday, Thiago?
Let's see if he starts, maybe. Let's see.
And, well, since you brought up starting,
okay, we'll see.
Brad and Josh. Josh had a good game. Will Brad be back in the starting lineup on Sunday? Or
you will see. You will see. Be patient. Be patient. I preach about patience. I know. It's a difficult skill to have, but in my job, I have to be patient. I have to see everyone. How they recover still 2 days after the match. Some guys start to feel a little bit tight. Some others maybe tomorrow. So I have to check for everything. Of course, it was a great performance, one of the best so far in the year in terms of the team cohesion, team understanding, team behaviors, team sacrificing for each other. Like it was really good. So we'll see. I have plenty of players available now, which is a good thing to have. So aside from Tyler, I think I will have everyone available. So that's good news, and yeah, I will see.
How did Josh do, though? Overall, his performance?
He did very well. I think, in terms of commanding the box, Errol duels in there. I think there was one very good that actually was a foul on him, wasn't called. But I think he did very well in terms of commanding, but also he's a Boca leader. So he communicates a lot, whether it's on and off the field. He's vocal. He really leads the back line as well, which is a quality that probably just after watching multiple games now, he can really handle that, which is a personality that I like. So I think it was very good. I like the action in the first half where it was kind of an early cross, and he went very bravely to press Luis Suarez, and it was a great save. It was an offside first, but the action was great. It was very brave. So I like those actions. He did good.
And his distribution, I think I can remember only one just misplayed.
Yeah, player from the back. I have to say also that we were training always player from the back, player from the goal kick in a backline of 4. With a backline of 3 changes slightly, right. The process slightly. But I have to give him a little bit of a break there because we didn't have time to practice that side of the game a lot. But for example, the first goal comes out of player from the goal kick. The third goal, it was a great play, collective play. It started with him, finishing with the 9, the perfect play for me.
And since you brought up the back 3,
yes.
Are we going to see the back 3 again, the 3 center backs on Sunday?
Be patient, though. Be patient. We'll see. I don't want to, rush the decision just because also, are all the center backs available? Are they, fit to go again in 3 days? How they recover? Maybe yes, they are available. Derek is coming back from a long-term injury. Let's see how everyone recovers, and after that, we'll make a decision.
Charlotte's going to approach the game, obviously, in a very different way than they're Miami. What would some potential drawbacks be to using the back 3 against a team that plays against the ball much more often?
Yes, I was just telling the players that the game plan wasn't like we were just in that super deep low block and then from there breaking. That wasn't the idea. Of course, the game manifested like that just because, when you watch the game, Messi, Luis Suarez always in this offside position, 3-4 yards, and they play with that cat and mouse game that of course they are Messi and Luis Suarez. You have to pay attention because if Taylor runs in behind, then they are automatically onside. So then they were a bit extra cautious with that tactic from them, and then start to push us back. But I was challenging them like, can we in the future, if we continue with this formation, be 10, 15 yards maybe ahead, and we don't give too much opportunity to be around our box. That could be my preference, and still we can, once we're in that solid block, have better cues to be aggressive, regain the ball, and then the transition action is a little bit closer to their goal. We don't need to go 70 yards sprinting forward. Then at times our lines are broken, or you feel like two teams, 4 attacking, 6 defending, trying to compress the space because we are so deep. So then I said, no, maybe what if we are back of the circle, 10 yards in behind the back of the circle? From there, if we transition, we just have to sprint 20 yards the back line to be compact again. So some things like that. But I would say that the game, as it was manifested, the kids did very good. They did amazingly. They understood how to block the inner passes aside from the goal. Probably we blocked most of those passes, or we put pressure on their midfielders in that area. And it was a very, very solid performance. I was shocked by the amount of chances we had. And after watching the game, probably I forgot 3 or 4 that during the game I probably lost some of those actions, or lost in my mind. But then after watching, it was like 10 clear chances against a team like Miami that is very dominant. I think it was a good outcome.
Shande did not play in this game. Is he still working his way back from injury?
No, it was just the decision. I felt that I needed another characteristics for the transition moments. I felt like on the right side, Saba was a bit tired, and then I felt like on the a player like Edwin with his pace was really stretching the back line. It happened. He created a couple chances, and then when Thiago was tired, I felt like we needed to defend a bit more on that side, and I choose Ronald just because of those skills, and also Caleb was sprinting a lot in that game, so I needed someone that can also at times be a wing back. And if Caleb finishes higher, he can be the wing back and defend it well. So, no, Shandy is well. He's training very good. It's just I felt like, the options that I needed were others. But yeah, he's always in my mind to be a starter or to come in from the bench.
It's such a long season. You guys play so many matches, and any win, I know in the league is a big one, but in the immediate aftermath of that win, did it feel any bigger just because of the opponent, the long winless streak to get that one? Did it feel any bigger, at least in the moment when you guys got that win?
Yes, I would say yes. I think the moment of the season for us is not easy. I cannot say that we're already past that. We're still in the bottom of the standings in our conference. That's not good. We need to keep going. We need to keep fighting as we are doing, but I think it was a good reward for a team that was fighting and playing good in so many games. And when you do very good and you don't get the reward, frustration comes and lack of confidence comes. And what I love about the team is they were very resilient. That is, again, without confidence, without training that back line of 5, without practicing many things, with a lot of kind of pressure and negativity around us, they were able to put that performance of fighting, running, chasing, pressing, all together, putting the talent on top, scoring 3 goals, creating so many chances. At the end of the game, I was actually frustrated because I felt like they can just go on the corner and look for, wasting a bit of time in there, a little bit in there, because we were under pressure, and they decided to play possession game on the field and 15, 20 passes and going for the next chance. So that's, I always talk to them about tough mentality, having personality. It felt bigger because of that, because of the moment of the season for us wasn't great, and they came up with that outstanding performance. So I'm very proud of them.
How do you kind of build off of that now, though? And can you make it almost like a turning point in the season with this win?
I really want to do that. I hope I can find the right words, the right connection with them individually, collectively, so we can make that big victory a turning point in the season, and we can, in 3-4 months, we can come back to, oh, remember Miami? That was the important one. That's where we came back to who we are. I hope that happens, but in order to do that, we have to be focused in the present. We have to be focused on today the recovery. Tomorrow we'll focus on the preparation for the game, and on Sunday we'll be only focused about Charlotte. And that was the challenge to them. Is we did great, guys. We can all see how many positive things we did. The challenge is now, can we repeat it? Can we be consistently in this level? So I hope they're up to the challenge and they can perform the same way on Sunday.
You've got to win on the road, so now how important is it to finally have that at home?
Massively important, especially because we haven't won in a while, especially at home. And again, what I said after the game, I was so impressed by the amount of fans were there in that corner behind the goal. And I was moved because also before the match, our bosses came in front of our fans and they were cheering for all of us, and they were just showing us so much support that I think inspired the whole team. That inspired the whole team. So now, in front of another 40,000 of our fans, where I think they deserve to have some joy this Sunday. So I hope we can bring them that.
Gonzalo, I've asked you, we've talked before about the importance of Derek and Stian at the back and getting them healthy, but can you explain just kind of nuts and bolts exactly what, especially Derek, what he adds and what he's actually doing to help the team? Because I know when you signed him, you said you got into like a pretty deep kind of tactical discussion about him. That kind of shows his interest in the game and kind of how he sees things. But can you explain exactly what it is? Because a lot of times it just gets couched as, he's a veteran, he's got experience, but what is it actually that he's doing?
Well, it's just, it's hard to explain all the little things that he does, but for example, communicating how close is the next center back to him, for example, to Stian. He was constantly guiding everyone around him and in front of him who was their man, which wasn't easy because of the mobility of so many players in front of them. At times it was Messi and Suarez, at times it was Rojas, at times it was Taylor inside, Jordi Alba wide, and he was the one kind of leading all those distances in between the unit that help us when they receive the ball, we are on top of them. Leading the center mids and telling them how to shift over, which passing lane to block, leading when we had to compress the space, and then the individual duels that he just does naturally. In the air, he's impressive. We win a lot of just presence because of his size, because of his aggression when he goes to challenge the ball. So at times it's just having someone that no one wants to be close by just because he's him. The same with the Stian, with Abraham, and they get this vibe of, don't get close, man, because I'm gonna kill you. That's the vibe that Derek gets. That is difficult to explain, to be honest. But it's part of experience. It's part of that. Is his size, his aggression. And the other thing that I really like, which we addressed on the film, it was the way he starts the build-up. He's so composed. He just stops the ball there, wait for them to press, and then as he attracts the opponent, he's manipulating the space for the center mids. Hey, that's a gap, guys. You see, this guy moved now. That's a gap, and then they come, and Tristan was able to receive the ball, turn, and play with Dax, and we started from there on the front foot already. So there are many good things that he brings to the team. So yeah, I think in general he makes the others around much better.
What is Gigi's fitness level? How many minutes can he go now?
I have to check that. I think the last one was maximum 15, so I used it, I think, for about 10 plus the super exact 7 minutes that were added after the game. So it was 17 minutes that he played. I have to see for this one, is this 30, is this 45? I have to check with the sports science department. I have to see, can he start, can he play 60? That's kind of the question.
Right.
At the same time, I think Jamal did a great job.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever it is, I have to reflect not just in the minutes available for Gigi, but also the competition in all the positions that are there. And Jamal did a great job, scored a goal. What is the best for the team now? As I said before, focus in the present and what the team needs this Sunday to win. Yes. That's it? Okay, great. Thank you.
Two in Spanish. if you don't
Yes,
mind.
please. Yeah, please.
Profe, sensación a la hora de ganar el juego contra Miami.
mucha alegría, mucha alegría. Me hicieron sentir muy orgulloso los jugadores. La verdad es que no era fácil. Parecía que todo estaba en contra, el escenario, todo estaba como si hubieran puesto un escenario listo para que perdiéramos. Messi descansado, Luis Suárez descansado, Busquets descansado, Miami en un gran momento, nosotros en un mal momento, y pareciera que era el escenario perfecto para que perdiéramos. Y como les dije antes del partido a los muchachos, es nosotros contra el mundo, nosotros contra la tormenta, nosotros contra todo. Tenemos que luchar si estamos juntos. Entonces me puso muy orgulloso, no solo el fútbol, no solo el resultado, sino la personalidad que mostró el grupo y la mentalidad. Eso me puso muy orgulloso. Pero después de eso es siempre pensar en cómo hacer que eso se repita, cómo tengo que mensajear, cómo tengo que hablarles, qué tengo que decirles, a quién tengo que empujar un poco más, a quién tengo que felicitar, a quién tengo que apretar. Y en ese manejo es donde espero encontrar las palabras correctas para poder motivarlos a seguir por ahí.
Bueno, y sin el capitán hubo buena actuación en los 3 palos.
Sí, es cierto.
La actuación de Josh.
Es cierto, fue muy buena, como lo viene haciendo en Open Cup, lo viene haciendo muy bien. Jugó 2 partidos en MLS Next Pro, 2 arcos en 0. En Open Cup con nosotros 2 arcos en 0. Paró 3 penales con MLS Next Pro, con nosotros para 2. Está haciendo las cosas muy bien y bueno, hay competencia en todos los lugares y vamos a ver qué decisión tomar para el domingo.
Por último, profe, en gira, ya viene el verano, ya tuvimos el primer water break, hydration break, ¿influyó algo? ¿Cómo se sintió el equipo con el calorón ahí en Miami?
Bien, fue para los dos. Yo sentí que, por supuesto, a mis jugadores de repente, después de algunas acciones, les costaba tantito más recuperarse por la humedad, pero sentí que para ellos también les pesó. De repente veías, y sí, nosotros, por supuesto, nos pesó un poco, no te puedo mentir, pero creo que a ellos también. Y nosotros, de alguna manera, todavía no llega del todo aquí a Atlanta, pero ya viene y estaremos acostumbrados para esas temperaturas.
Gracias, profe.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.